Hello, sisters! Perez Hilton here. Drama does not take the weekend off. James Charles just dropped an explosive new video, which everybody on social media is talking about. And even if you didn't watch that, you must watch my video, because I'm going to not just recap it, but also offer my wisdom, my perspective, my insight, break it down for you like nobody else can, and also reframe it all. Of the many beauty guru YouTube videos released recently about drama, this one that James Charles released is my favorite because I think it's the most honest. It wasn't perfect, but it did something powerful. It shined the light brightly on Jeffree Star and how toxic, evil, and awful he is, which I have been telling you all for the longest time. But so many people kept saying, no, he's changed. He's apologized. He's a different person. Well, guess what? He's not. He is the same Jeffree Star that is racist, misogynist, attacks people so many different ways. He is not a good person. Am I a perfect person? No, but I know that I'm a good person. I'm going to get to everything point by point in the James Charles video, but the thing that I loved the most about it is he came through with receipts, facts, proof of all of the many cruel, evil things that Jeffree Star was doing to him behind the scenes over the last week. Amongst them, he was threatening to expose fake lies about James Charles, this 19-year-old kid, whom I would like to remind everybody, from my very first video about all of this James Charles drama, I said I want to lead from a place of empathy because he is a 19-year-old kid that's extremely popular. And I challenge you all to put yourself in that place. You would have made many of the same mistakes that he did. And he addresses the mistakes that he did make and offers a lot more insight. So Jeffree Star was threatening to make videos about fake predatory behavior that never happened, James Charles claimed in his No More Lies video. Jeffree also took to Twitter repeatedly over the last week to be cruel, and not just cruel, calculated against James Charles in a way to try to destroy him. I mean, he even told James Charles that he belongs in jail. Okay. Nobody has thus far said that James Charles forced himself upon them. In fact, in his video that he just released, James Charles said every instance of him and a heterosexual man was consensual. And I love that he also used one of Jeffree's old videos talking about his own predilection for straight identifying men. I don't get that either. Like I've said, I like my men big old gays, experienced, who will make the experience enjoyable for me and easy. My mind is still just blown from it all. He also, a few things before I get into the minutia of it all. At first, during his very long video, while I was watching it, I wasn't sold, but I'm glad that I sat my butt down and viewed the entire 41-minute thing. Because at the beginning, and when he's made up, it seemed to me like he had a script. And not that he was reading from it, but his mind was sticking to the script too much. It felt cold. And when he didn't have the makeup on, I thought he was being more authentic and honest and real, and it just connected with me more. His video wasn't perfect. He made some points that I thought just didn't need to be made and were just misguided. And I'm sure that a lot of people had input into what James Charles said. But what he reminded us all is whenever anybody makes these videos, even this one that I'm watching, it's one-sided. It's my opinion. Although, I don't think at the end of the day, anybody will be able to end Jeffree Star. Will this end Jeffree Star? I think he comes out of this looking so bad. But he's like a phoenix. Jeffree Star can rise from the ashes over and over again and be unscathed, it seems like. Or maybe that's just because he had fans. Those fans lost interest in him, and he's got new fans who don't remember all of the awful things he consistently used to do to so many people. Over the last few days, I've been texting with Kelly Osbourne, who has a very long and complicated history with Jeffree Star. Nothing would make me happier than for Kelly to share her truth. But then does that make me bad? I guess maybe it does. I guess I'm just like Jeffree Star for wishing that. Wow. I'm not that bad. No. And I'm sure that, listen, everybody is going to be having responses to this now. Even Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson was dragged into this as well in one of the many screen grabs that James Charles showed on his video, because Jeffree texted James saying that he and Tati and Shane were talking and that James had allegedly been talking smack behind Jeffree's back. Or so Shane and Tati told Jeffree. Or so Jeffree told James. It could all be lies. It could just be Jeffree Star making more drama up, making this kid's life more miserable. All right. So what I loved hearing from James is that he did try to reach out to Tati and her husband many times, many ways, after she posted her stories, before she even made her video. And she did not respond to him. Now, I don't know if you guys watched my Trisha Paytas interview, but in that video, I addressed the most recent video that Tati made saying why I did what I did, which I felt conflicted about, because part of me believed everything that Tati said and part of me didn't, because it would be naive or dumb to dismiss the fact that she did it all publicly for a reason. You know, she was not this kid's mother. She didn't have to do this to teach him a lesson. She already went above and beyond to try and teach James Charles these lessons. And if he wasn't responsive or receptive, then move on. You did your part. Taking it public and doing everything that you did, that not only was unnecessary, that could have ended his career. Or worse, there could have been legal repercussions, or who knows everything that could have happened. Or he could have taken his own life, which he alluded to. James Charles must have watched my video, which I made on how he could fix his career. And nobody can question him on that. He didn't say that word or the phrase, I thought of taking my own life, but he alluded to it. Things have been that bad for him. And I love that he also, because one of the things about Tati, which I both love and don't, is that she's holding herself up to be this moral compass, this huge role model. But at the same time, she's engaging in petty drama and BS behavior and being highly uncalled for. James Charles addressed Tati in her initial video that kicked everything off, questioning his own mother's parenting ability. If you're so high and mighty, if you're so noble, why would you do that? I mean, telling her that she's doing a bad job as a mom. Would I do that? No, I would reframe it. She could have had the same intention and said, if James Charles were my son, I would be getting my butt to Los Angeles right now and reining him in. So I love that he included that bit about the mom. I love that he included all of those text messages because it just gives people more information, right? And at the end of the day, that's all that I want. I don't know what you want, but I just want a clear picture. And I feel like this video now, I'm really starting to get a clear picture. I also do think that Tati and all of these other people, even Jeffree Star is jealous of James Charles. Let me repeat that. Jeffree Star is jealous of James Charles. James is going on a tour, which he promoted in the video and mentioned that it's almost sold out in its entirety, despite the high ticket prices. And let me look, Jeffree Star's got me blocked on Instagram. Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure that James Charles has more followers on YouTube and on Instagram. Let me see on YouTube. Here we go. YouTube. Let's see. James Charles had 13 million something. He initially had 16 million. And let's see how many Jeffree Star has. Jeffree Star has, where is this? Has 14 million. So James Charles, before all of this drama, had 2.5 million more subscribers on YouTube than James Charles. And I guarantee you, Jeffree was jealous of that. Jeffree thought, oh, my little protege or this kid whom I'm more talented than or whom I helped in so many ways is now bigger than me. I'm going to take him down. And that's what he's tried to do. Whereas I want to see everybody flourish. And I believe that and I've also been around long enough. Nobody's like me. Nobody has what I have, which is me. There's room enough for everybody. And everybody also has their moment. This was James Charles' moment, but I also believe that everything happens for a reason. And it is good for James Charles to have experienced all of this and learn some very important life lessons through hard knocks. I mean, it's wild to me how Jeffree Star has been trying to spin everything, even going so far as introducing James to his formerly heterosexual identifying boyfriend, Nathan's brother, who's also straight, and Jeffree joking, or not even joking, that he should try to hook up with Nathan's brother. And now, with the screen grabs, saying, you were so inappropriate towards Nathan's brother. I also did love how James Charles came through with the receipts for the many times that he mentioned Tati's brand consistently in his videos. So this kid is a kid whom a lot of older people were jealous of and made a lot of mistakes, without a doubt. But I never thought he was a monster. And he tried communicating with these people, and now everybody's changing their tune. As he mentioned, and as Tati mentioned in her video as well, she reached out to him, and Jeffree Star has reached out to him as well, and publicly. Jeffree Star made these snap videos regretting his tweet, saying that James Charles is whatever the heck he said, he's a danger, he's a threat. But James Charles has no interest in meeting these people because he tried to communicate with them privately before everything went down. And now they want to communicate with him publicly, privately? No. Another very interesting thing for me, and he's not quite there yet, James Charles doesn't realize that so many of these influencer friends of his are not real friends of his. For example, Nikita Dragon and Gabriel Zamora, they exploited James Charles' video to make their own video to just promote Nikita's makeup brand. If my friend did that, I would be hurt. You don't do that to a friend. Or you don't do what the Dolan twins did. They unfollowed him on Instagram because they didn't want to be aligned with him. But they privately reached out to him, and he was happy about that they privately reached out. No! I actually would want my friends to defend me, or if not defend me, then at least not unfollow me. The good thing where we're at now is that James Charles says that he's surrounded by his family and real friends not on the payroll. And they're going to be with him, and they're helping him celebrate his birthday later this month. And Tati has already responded to all of the drama that is popping off right now after James's video, saying that she had still been on and plans to remain on her social media sabbatical, and was alerted of the video by her friends and family and wanted to not react out of anger. It's like a roller coaster, y'all. And I love it. And ultimately, everybody will come out the winner here. Even Jeffree Star? I don't know. Does this make you guys think differently about Jeffree Star? Everybody who consistently tells me in my comments that Jeffree's changed, or Jeffree's awesome, or Jeffree's wonderful. After having seen James's video, do you think differently of Jeffree Star now? Let me know in the comment section down below. I've got to go now because I've got a fun day planned with my kids. And what's more important to me than drama is my family and you. Thank you. I love you. Please hit the like button. Leave many comments down below. Share this video with everybody. God bless you all. Mwah.